We've got to do our weekly, probably every 3 days segment on Jada Pinkett Smith. I don't know why. I'm really into their. I don't know. I know I'm not a big pop culture guy. I can't tell you the last time I saw a Will Smith movie. I certainly have. I don't think I've ever seen a Jada Smith movie or TV show. I think she's an actress. But their family dynamic is illustrative of so much of the breakdown of the American family. And so you remember she came out and said she was cheating on her husband on that show, and he had to sit there like a poor cuckold and just bury his anger inside him. And then they went to the Oscars together, and he got up on stage and smacked Chris Rock in the face for some reason. And then they announced recently that they've been separated for years, since 2016. Now Jada Smith can't keep her mouth shut. She's promoting a memoir, of course. She goes on the Today Show. She says that she and her husband are trying to reconcile.
If you find another great love, or if Will finds another great love.
There's no finding another great love. And I think that's the point. It's like, we are in a place now that we are in a deep healing space, and we are really concentrating on healing the relationship between us.
So it may not be the divorce on paper anymore?
There's no divorce on paper.
I mean, not on paper. There might not be a divorce in theory anymore?
Yeah, no, we really have been working hard.
Oh.
See?
Okay. Well, I didn't know that. We might get...
I was trying to take.
Well,
wait. Totally missed that on the whole. That's the whole thing.
So wait. Just so I'm 100% clear, you were divorced, not on paper, but now we might be a point where we're back together.
We are working very hard at bringing our relationship together.
Back to a marriage again.
Back to a life partnership. Yes.
Okay. I think this is a good thing. I think. There are a lot of people who, when Jada Smith said, I cheated on my husband, or when he went up and smacked Chris Rock, or any of the other just terrible things that have happened in their marriage, who said, man, he's got to leave her because she seems crazy. And she does seem crazy. But I don't think that they should get divorced. I might be the one man in America. I'm one of 3 people in America. It's me, Will Smith, and Jada Pinkett Smith, who don't think that Will and Jada should get divorced. I oppose divorce in all circumstances. I don't think it's even really a possibility, because I think what God has joined, no man really ultimately can separate. So if they're going to say, hey, we've got this horrible marriage, it's really hard, but we are going to try to keep it together. We're going to try to work on it and bring it back together. I think that's a good thing. Now, she's using all this weird new age, liberal, hippie language. We're working on mending a life partnership, and we're doing the work of the healing, and that's not going to help them. All that new agey, hippie BS is never going to help them. That's never helped anybody ever in history. The kind of language that's going to help them is going to be the old, sturdy language of marriage, which is an old, sturdy institution that was not constructed by human beings. It exists from the very beginning of human beings, because human beings are the political and social creature and a coupling creature. We are meant one for the other. We are complementary, men and women. Okay? And the marriage is a symbol of the relationship between Christ and his church. When Christ is speaking about divorce, and he's hearing from all the scribes and the Pharisees and all these legalists, and they're saying, no, you can have a divorce, right? And he says, no. Moses gave you a license to divorce because of the hardness of your hearts. But from the beginning, it was not so. From the beginning. Jada Smith and Will Smith, for all of their faults and all of their errors of thinking, they've got this point more correct than the modern culture. Right now, go to balanceofnature.com. Use promo code Knowles. Living a healthy lifestyle is not easy, especially when you're always on the go. You need simple, manageable routines to ensure you get the proper nutrition each day, which is why I'm a huge fan of Balance of Nature. Balance of Nature fruits and veggies are a great way to make sure you are getting essential nutritional ingredients every day. Balance of Nature uses an advanced cold vacuum process that encapsulates fruits and vegetables into whole food supplements without sacrificing their natural antioxidants. The capsules are completely void of additives, fillers, extracts, synthetics, pesticides, or added sugar. The only thing in Balance of Nature's fruit and veggie capsules are, well, fruits and veggies. There's never been an easier way to make sure you are getting your daily dose of fruits and vegetables. Go to balanceofnature.com. Use promo code Knowles for 35% off your first order as a preferred customer. That is balanceofnature.com. Promo code Knowles for 35% off your first preferred order right now. Do not wait. You owe it to your body. You owe it to your society. You owe it to nature. Balanceofnature.com, promo code Knowles. There's a teacher who's just gone viral for telling white people to stop encouraging their daughters to be mothers.
This is a special PSA for anyone who's raising a white daughter. Please stop gassing your white daughters up to be mothers. Stop telling them that it is their destiny and their birthright to one day be a mother, that they will one day be a parent. If they want to, cool, but stop making them feel like that's their birthright, because they often grow up feeling entitled to children. And if they can't have their own children, they will be entitled to take someone else's child. Regardless of ethics or morals, they feel obligated. It is their responsibility to make their family complete. Men started this. Men started telling women that it is their destiny and their birthright to be mothers, and that's the only niche they have in life. Denied education. Stop it.
Okay, so this guy is giving his monologue here in front of the gay BLM flag. So it's not just the regular gay flag, it's like the super duper extremist terrorist BLM flag, or gay flag rather, and BLM flag and flag. It's just all mushed up into one. And kind of looks like a Palestinian flag too, actually, because it's got the little triangle coming in on the, anyway. You know that this guy is coming from a far left position, but what's amazing is he hits two seemingly unrelated far left points here. The first one is women aren't supposed to be mothers. No, there's no purpose to life. There are no things that we are called to do by virtue of our sex and by virtue of our humanity and being made in the image and likeness of God and having a charge to be fruitful and multiply. No, that's not. The point of life is just do whatever you want, which is also implied by the flag behind him. But you can't quite get why. Why is it that he's telling white women not to want to be mothers? Oh, because they sometimes then, if they cannot have biological children, adopt non-white babies. What this guy's saying is that he would rather non-white children be orphans than be raised by white people. That's how much that guy hates white people, that he would rather black and Hispanic and Asian and whatever other kind of children be orphans, raised in an orphanage, be killed through abortion perhaps, be left on the streets, than have to be raised by white people. And he says it's just terrible. The entitlement of these white people. What entitlement? To take an orphan into their homes and raise them and invest money and time and care and their lives into these kids? Yeah, that compassion, that charity, that's really evil and selfish. As always, leftism is not just a little bit perverted. It's a total inversion of reality. And it's an inversion, we see this especially, of Christian faith. Christianity says there is neither Jew nor Greek, nor slave nor free, nor man nor woman, but all are one in Christ Jesus. This guy says it is a fate worse than death for a black person to be raised by a white family. The Christian faith says be selfless, give of yourself, just take in the orphan. Okay, the liberals say, no, it would be, that's actually selfish somehow. How does someone who holds those views, who's come to that conclusion, how do they get through their day? Their view of reality is so totally skewed. It's so off. How do they manage to not just spend their day walking into walls and falling into ditches? Boy, what a great clip that was. Now, make sure that you ring that bell. Subscribe to the Michael Knowles YouTube channel. We'll see you next time.